my goodness, guys. The biggest news I've ever seen so far for Dogecoin has just dropped. It is going to be absolutely insane for Doge. You definitely want to watch this video till the very end to see exactly what I'm about to show you guys. And you can even see the current price of Doge has spiked up 27+% in the past few hours because of what just got announced, guys. So definitely, let's get ready. Let me show you guys what's going on. So I'm gonna hit you guys straight with the news, not wasting your time. Look at this. Look at this. Dogecoin is coming to crypto platform Coinbase. That's right, Coinbase in 2 months, says the CEO. This was literally what everybody was talking about. I've even made a video on if Dogecoin is going to launch on Coinbase. But this time, these are articles stating that it's basically going to happen now and in 2 months or so. And let's just read through this really quick. Basically, they say they plan to list Dogecoin the next 6 to 8 weeks, says the CEO, Brian Armstrong. And they talked about how that they need to accelerate the process of how the platform adds new digital assets to its suite of offerings. So look at it, Dogecoin, the meme coin. Even people, there's comments I even got on my other video about Coinbase listing Doge. Everyone's like, oh, it's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. Well, based off of these articles, it looks like it's going to potentially happen. So technically, it hasn't been listed yet. But in 6 to 8 weeks, we will definitely find out. And hopefully these articles aren't just some hype madness that people are talking about. But regardless, Dogecoin's price has significantly increased. Some people are selling, taking some profits. But just looking at this, at least a short-term chart, I can go on TradingView in a second too to show you guys. But actually, I want to show you some other news regarding Elon Musk, because he even dropped some crazy news that I was already going to make an update regarding what he posted. But I didn't realize that Coinbase actually announced that news as well. But looking at the price right now, 49 cents. Volume is not as high it was before, 18 billion. We're still at 63 billion market cap, doing pretty well, ranked number 4. So we're still hanging in there, top 5. But we'll have to wait and see. But let me show you guys what Elon Musk, the man himself, said. Also remember, guys, this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Be sure to do research before making any investments. Now, Elon Musk, if you guys saw my video earlier today, I talked about how his tweets around Tesla and Bitcoin basically crashed the markets and wasn't looking too good. But look what this man posted a few hours ago. Look at this. Actually, technically an hour ago. Working with Doge devs to improve system transaction efficiency. Potentially promising. Working with Doge devs. So if I'm reading that correctly, it looks like maybe Elon's looking at Dogecoin as a potential versus Bitcoin. Who knows? There was also talks about Cardano ADA, which I already talked about in my previous video, so feel free to check that out. And even looking at the overall market cap, even Cardano ADA is up significantly too because of the so-called switching from Elon Musk's Bitcoin, like he says, to a better alternative in terms of energy and environment use. And Cardano was one of the choices. But looking at Doge, everybody was saying it's dead, it's over, it's a meme coin. And I mean, if you guys have been following it, let me just get you back on track, right? So before he said this, crazy stuff about Bitcoin, Tesla, he's not going to use it anymore. And that was just the most recent thing. But he has posed beforehand, guys. Like after the SNL skit, the hype where it hit pretty much like 70, almost 75 cents, give or take, depending on what exchange you're on. He posted after that, he said, do you want Tesla to accept Doge? And you can see there's a huge majority that say yes, which means most likely if they can find a efficient way to where it makes sense for them, then guess what? He literally might make this one of the future currencies of the world, which is something that he supposedly has said in other tweets before. And also, if you guys weren't even familiar, he posted this. I already made an update on this, but in case it's your first time seeing this, these Dogecoin updates, literally, they have a mission or a satellite called Doge 1, and they're paying for the mission in Doge. 2 is the first crypto that's going to be in space, and the third thing is the first meme in space, literally to the moon. And this was all after the SNL stuff. So this was post SNL, after everybody was disappointed with the performance. They didn't really think it was too much regarding like Dogecoin and what it had to do with Doge. besides just like a quick mention. But these are all stuff he posted after. And you guys can see here, Coinbase adding it. And you're probably wondering, what's the big deal? What happens if Coinbase adds it? Who cares? Well, let me show you an example of what happens when a cryptocurrency gets added to Coinbase. And I'm sure if you guys seen, look at this one, Internet Computer ICP. Now, unless you were watching this from the inception or following along in terms of behind the scenes, most people I'd say who are new to space or just never heard of this company probably have no idea what it does. Now, I've heard it's like the new web, basically the new internet from what I've heard. I haven't researched too much into it, but now let me just show you what happened. This company, look at this. I'll go to like the 7-day chart so you can see what actually happened. Starts from zero, boom, goes up to literally $700+ instantly, drops below, hovering around basically the 400-500 mark, got a low at 2, and then basically traded sideways up until 400-500, and now basically it seems to like leveled off around the 300 price points. Now you're probably wondering, like, what does this have to do with anything? Who is this? I don't care about. It's not Doge. Well, guess what? Look at the markets, and this is on Coinbase. So this thing literally is unlisted on Coinbase, and it just was listed recently. Like, this isn't some cryptocurrency that's been out for years with crazy technology, crazy backing, all that stuff. It was literally within the first week, I'd say, it was up. Not even the first week, like literally a few days ago. Literally, it was on Coinbase, boom, skyrockets. And I think people forget, but Coinbase is, right now, to my knowledge, is the biggest crypto exchange for at least in America. Obviously, in other areas, like Binance is much larger, but at least for the States, Coinbase is the dominating one right now that I know of. And just looking at this, you can see here, in terms of volume, 160 plus mil. And that's just Coinbase for the actual USD pairing. And there's obviously other pairings that equate to additional mil. But just note, why do I think if Dogecoin, what are my price predictions? If Dogecoin were to get listed on Coinbase, then I personally think that we could see $1 Doge. Okay, that's me speculating. I could be 100% wrong. Dogecoin could crash back down to 1 cent, guys. But if it maintains its position here within like the 40 plus range or so, and the whales don't decide to just dump on us randomly, then I could see Doge potentially actually breaking the $1 price point this time. And the reason is because, one, people like to buy things or do things that have easy access to it. For instance, cryptocurrencies on Coinbase. A lot of people are purchasing those, only Bitcoin, ETH, Litecoin, basically all the ones that are on that app because it's super easy. And especially if you're in America, you just log in, you make the accounts, you click some buttons, boom, you got crypto. For these other exchanges, for instance, like Bobo Coin on page like 2000, you have to do all this fancy stuff that most people don't know how to do, nor that they want to do it. And it's just multiple extra steps that just make people's lives difficult. And just nobody cares for doing that. Versus something, imagine as Coinbase increases, obviously you guys know Coinbase, they actually went public, they have the coin, their actual stock. And as long as they start to increase more revenue year on year, they're going to get way more users. Crypto's going to keep expanding. And guess what? They're going to log in and they're going to see this thing called Dogecoin. And they're like, oh, cool. What is this? Oh, this is the meme coin I saw on TV or my friend talked about it. Guess what? They might just buy into it for the fun of it, which a lot of people are doing. Again, this is the meme coin. There's really not much besides people just using it for payments right now in terms of technology. So in terms of the problem solving, it's still technically super, super risky. But based on the community and the years it's been out, the branding behind it, it's definitely built its brand up. And seeing this news regarding Coinbase, I mean, that's crazy. So I potentially see this could technically hit $1 plus. And after that, the sky is the limit, guys. So we'll have to wait and see if that even happens. Again, we have like a month or two until that actually gets confirmed. So we'll have to wait until then. So I could see this chilling, maybe getting volatile, give or take, once it gets closer to that date where it launches on Coinbase. But until then, we will have to wait and see, guys, because once these exchanges get access to it, the volume is definitely going to increase. More people can get access to it. And guess what? The price can just go up from there. Now, obviously, we won't know until that happens, but that is some bullish news in terms of the future, assuming the overall market just doesn't crash randomly in the next month or so, right? Because if Bitcoin drops to like 10K, yeah, Doge is going to take a massive hit. So regardless if Coinbase adds it or not, I don't think that's going to matter. As long as the market maintains its bull market right now and nothing bad happens, then we could see some good news for Doge. But again, keep an eye out on Elon's Twitter. Check out some more news on it. I'll keep an updates on Dogecoin, so definitely subscribe if you want to be updated as soon as the news comes out. Also, smash the like button for Doge, and see you guys in the next one.